Don't sweat the small stuff, and it's all about small stuff. Sunday afternoon, my daughter brought her like four other friends, so it might be a little noisy in the background, so be mindful. Number 12, let others be right most of the time. One of the most important questions you can ever ask yourself is, do I want to be right, or do I want to be happy? Which one would you ask yourself? Many times the two are mutually exclusive. Being right, defending our positions, take an enormous amount of mental energy and often alienate us from the people in our lives. Needing to be right or needing someone else to be wrong encourages others to become defensive and put pressure on us to keep defending as well. Yet, many of us, me too at times, spend a great deal of time and energy attempting to prove or point out that we are right. And of course, that means others are wrong, right? Many people consciously or unconsciously believe that it's somehow their job to show others how their positions, statements, and point of view are incorrect, which means we are correct. And that is then doing so, the person they are correcting, the person they are correcting is going to somehow appreciate it, or at least learn something from you. Absolutely wrong. They are going to hate you eventually. Think about it. Have you ever been corrected by someone else and say to the person who was trying to be right, you say, thank you very much for showing me that I'm wrong and you are right. Now I see, boy, that's you're great. Or has anyone you know ever thanked you for even agreed with you when you correct them or made yourself right at their expense? Uh, just imagination. Yeah? Of course not. Never. The truth is, all of us hate to be corrected. We all want our positions to be respected and understood by others. Being listened to and heard is one of the greatest desires of the human heart. And those who learn to listen are the most loved and respected. Those who are in the habit of correcting others are often resented and avoided. It's not that it's never appropriate to be right. Sometimes you genuinely need to be or want to be. Perhaps there are certain philosophical positions that you don't want to budge on, such as when you hear the racist comment, you gotta correct it. Here, it's important to speak your mind. Usually, however, usually, it's just your ego creeping in and running an otherwise peaceful encounter. A habit of wanting or needing to be right, which never disappear. A wonderful, heartfelt strategy for becoming more peaceful and loving is to practice allowing others the joy of being right. Give them the glory. Stop correcting, as hard as it may be to change this habit. It's worth any effort and practice it takes. When someone says, I really feel it's important too, rather than jumping in and saying, no, no, it's more important too, or any of the hundreds of other forms of conversational editing. Simply let it go and allow their statement to stand. The people in your life will become less defensive and more loving. They will appreciate you more than you could ever have dreamed possible, even if they don't exactly know why, because they are listened and they are heard. You will discover the joy of participating in and witnessing other people's happiness, which is far more rewarding than a battle of egos. You don't have to sacrifice your deepest philosophical truth or most heartfelt opinion, but starting today, let others be right most of the time. Great, great, you know, short writings about it's awesome. Like, have you ever been? I don't know. It maybe it's our instinct to be right, to survive in this world. Well, seems like it. You know, back then, if you were right to hide from the predators, yes, you know, you save your lives. But nowadays, how many things you think you have to be right to survive? Probably not much. You know, not many things are hurting us, like, you know, in critical matter. So I believe the best way to do it is, you know, like absolutely nowadays is opposite. You just make other people right and let them be right. Well, it doesn't mean like you're wrong. You don't feel that way. You know, it's you're right too. But I mean, this is strategy and skill and tools. Let them be right so they feel loved, they feel heard. So you are eventually going to be their best loved friends. That's our tool to be socially great person. All right? Just try. Don't try to be right. Just, you know, let them be right. All right. That's okay. Oh, okay. That's how you think. All right. That's it. That's all you need to do. Just nod and say yes and all right. Don't ever say no, 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 no. Once you stop doing it, you'll be loved. Thank you. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.